Hi, third grade. Today we're going to do Unit 10, Week 2, Day 2. So repeat after me. I bait A. Y play A. EIGH ate A. I vein A. A steak A. Jeep E. Y key E. Peace E. Ceiling E. Eat E. Nice job. Now let's go ahead and listen to our new concept of the day.
Hello, Foundations students, and welcome to Foundations Level 3, Unit 10, Week 2, Day 2, Introduce New Concepts. I'm Mrs. Recklin, and today we're going to continue our work with the double vowel syllable, or the D syllable, as we call it in Foundations. We're going to practice spelling words with vowel teams, and we're also going to learn about another sound of the vowel team, EA. For today's lesson, you will need your magnetic letter tile boards or something like it, and also your student notebook or the Castle book if you have it. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to get your materials. All right, let's get started. Say A. What vowel teams say A? Let's look at our vowel teams poster. A-I, A-Y, E-I-G-H, E-I, and E-A all say A. Now, let's look at our spelling options poster, and let's build with our letter tiles, and I'll use my cards, all the ways we can spell the long A sound. Let's do our first one, A consonant E. So using your letter tiles, pull over the A and a blank yellow for a consonant and the E. So A in a vowel consonant E syllable says A. Also, A in an open syllable says A. And then our vowel teams, A-I, A-Y, E-I-G-H, E-I, and E-A all can say A. Let's do another one. Put away our cards and say E. E. What says E? Well, let's look at our spelling options poster and look at all the different ways we can spell the long E sound. And let's start with E consonant E. E consonant E, and I used a blank for my other E. E in an open syllable says E. Y in an open syllable at the end of a multisyllabic word says E. And also I in an open syllable followed by a vowel says E. And now my vowel teams, E-E, E-Y, I-E, E-I, and E-A all say the long E sound. I think you're warmed up and you're ready to build some words now. Go ahead and put your tiles away. And I'm going to move our poster over, but we can still look at it. And let's do some words. Now these words will have spelling options. So that means they'll have more than one way to spell the sound. And so we'll try our different sounds out to see which one works. The first word, cheap. Say it, cheap. Tap it. Ch-e-p. Let's build it, but let's leave a blank for that sound that has more than one spelling. Do you know what sound that is? That's the long E sound. So C-H. And I have a blank for my E sound, and I have the P. Now, in the middle of a syllable or a word, we can spell the long E sound with E consonant E, E-E, E-A, I-E, or E-I. So let's try those. Let's try E consonant E first. Cheap. All right. Let's try E-E. Cheap. And I-E. And E-I. And then finally, E-A. Did one of these look right? For cheap, something that is not expensive, doesn't cost a lot, cheap. Let's look it up to confirm it for sure. On page 45 of your student notebook, you can find the C column and run your finger down until you find the word cheap. C-H-E-A-P. H-E-A-P. So when you're not sure how to spell a word, you're going to use the spelling option procedure, and you'll try different spellings for that sound. See if one looks right, and then look it up to make sure. Let's put your cards away and get ready for another word. Here's the word. Say field. Field. Tap it. E-O-D. Do you hear the spelling option in that word? Again, the long E sound. Let's build our word and put a blank pink tile with a long E sound. And now let's look at our options. Now, because we have two consonants right after this vowel, we can't go with vowel consonant E because you can only have one consonant. So we could try E-E. Whoops. We could try E-I, I-E, E-A, and E-E. Let's try that one first. How about I-E or E-I? How about I-E and E-A? Do you see one that looks like a possibility? Let's look it up to make sure. On page 47 of your student notebook, you can run your finger down until you see the word field. F-I-E-L-D. F-I-E-L-D. Very good. Let's do another one. Put your cards away. And let's do a two-syllable word. I'll say it, you repeat it. Complain. Complain. I'll put my syllable frames up. Complain. First syllable. Com. How do you spell that? C-O-M. So I'm going to build that. And now my next syllable, plain. Do you hear the spelling option in that syllable? The long A sound. So let's spell it. E-L-A. We'll use a blank. N. So what can we use for the long A sound in the middle of a syllable? Well, we can use A consonant E, A-I, E-I-G-H, E-I, or E-A. Let's try them. Here's A consonant E, complain. Here's A-I, complain. E-I-G-H, not use that often, but once in a while. E-I, complain. And we need E-A, complain. What do you think? Did you see one that looks good? We'll look it up and we'll make sure. If you look on page 45 and go to the center column, you'll find the word complain, C-O-M-P-L-A-I-N, A-I, C-O-M-P-L-A-I-N, complain. All right, let's do one last word. Put your letters away and listen for the sound that has a spelling option. Say spray. Spray. Tap it. S-p-r-a. Do you hear the sound that has an option? Did you say the A? That's right. Let's put our cards out. S-P-R-A. Spray. Now, let's think about how we spell A at the end of a word. Well, we can spell it with A-Y most of the time. That'll be the spelling. Or E-I-G-H sometimes. So let's try them. Here's A-Y. And here's E-I-G-H. Which one looks right? In this case, the A-Y. S-P-R-A-Y. Right. Very good. All right. So now, E-A. E-A has a third sound. Let's look at that now. We have learned that E-A can say A, like steak, or E, like eat. And now we're going to learn that it can say a short E sound, like in bread. E-A, bread, So let's look at our loud sound cards. Here's the E-A, steak, A, that you learned. And now, E-A, bread, Go ahead and say that. E-A, bread, Good job. So now let's do all three sounds. E-A, eat, E. E-A, eat, E. E-A, bread, E-A, bread, E-A, steak, A. E-A, steak, A. So E-A can make three sounds. I'm going to put a word up, and you see if you can read it and tell me the sound of the E-A. Here it is. What's the word? Bread. Do you hear the sound of E-A? What sound is that? Did you say eh? That's right. In this word, E-A says eh. Let me do another word. See if you can figure out what sound E-A makes. Read it. What's the word? Great. Very good. What sound is the E-A making in this word? It's saying A, isn't it? Great. Here's another one. I bet you know this one. Ready? Read it. Teacher. What is the E-A saying in this word? It's saying E, isn't it? And one last word. Go ahead and read it. Did you get spread? What sound does E-A make in this word? Doesn't it? So if you're not sure when you're reading a word with E-A, you could try all the sounds that it makes and see if one works for you. All right, so in your student notebook, in the sound section, on page 16, you can color the picture for E-A, bread, E-A, bread, Thank you for joining me today. Keep on the lookout for words with our vowel teams and how to pronounce them. Especially look for words with E-A in them. I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, next we're going to review some of our sound-alike words from units 9 and 10 so far, and then we'll learn actually 4 new sound-alike words. So repeat after me. Heard. Spell it. H-E-A-R-D. And show me. Yeah, if you heard a sound. Good. This word is also what? Heard. Spell this one. H-E-R-D. And show me that signal, please. Right. Elephant trunk, a herd of animals that live together. This word is berry. Spell it. B-E-R-R-Y. What was that signal? Pick a berry, eat it. It's the fruit that you can eat. Good. This berry, spell it. B-U-R-Y, means to what? Show me. Dig a hole, cover it up. Good job. This word, worn. Spell it. WARN. If you have to warn somebody of something, yeah, you let them know before it happens. You alert them. How about this warn? Spell it WORN. Right, it's clothing that you have worn in the past. Good job. This one, say it, sail. Spell it SAIL. This is fabric that helps make a boat move, right? With the wind. This sail, spell it SALE. Right. When you buy something that was on sale, a good price, hand the money to the cashier, grab your item, and smile. All right. Here's our first new word. This word is lead. Say it. Lead. Let's spell it together. Go. LED. Lead. And go ahead and get out your student notebook. The definition is one or more people who followed. They were led by somebody or something. Okay, so go ahead on page 99 for LED. Go ahead and write this definition. One or more people who followed. Pause the video to get yourself time to copy it. All right, and now I want to show you a signal for this one. So here's the leader. Here's the follower. You're just going to go, this one led. Okay. Or if you go this way, then this one's leading, right? So you're just going to go like this, led. One's leading, one's following. Okay. The next sound alike word is also lead. Say it, lead. Spell it with me. LEAD. Great. And the definition is a soft, dense type of metal. So this one is also on page 99. So for LEAD, go ahead and write a soft, dense type of metal. Sometimes things are made out of lead pipes, for example. Okay. Go ahead and pause the video to get this definition written. Okay, and we're going to actually, this was a bizarre signal, but if you have a lead pencil, I use my thumb to push down on the eraser to get out the lead. They used to call lead pencils because lead used to be one of the things that made up the material that you write with. Okay, so for lead, we're just going to go like this. Push a lead pencil. Good work. Right, check this work. It is break. Say it. Break. Spell it with me. BREAK. Break. And this definition is something that separates into two or more pieces unexpectedly or to get a rest. Okay, so take your time with this definition. It's on page 93. So turn to your student notebook and for BREAK, break, something that separates into two or more pieces unexpectedly or to get a rest. You need a break. You need a rest. Pause the video and copy this definition down on page 93. Okay, so for this one, we're going to go when it broke, like had to break, bones can break unexpectedly, a pencil can break unexpectedly, or if you need a break. So we're going to go like this, break something, and then take a break, take a rest, take a break. Okay, so that one's take a break. Two meanings for that one. All right, the last word is also break. Say it, break. Let's spell it. BRAKE, break. And this one is the part of a vehicle that slows it down or stops it. Okay, so add this definition for BRAKE, also on page 93. The part of a vehicle that slows it down or stops it. All right, so for this definition, you're going to take your right foot, you're going to pretend you're driving, and then you're going to press on the brake. And you move forward when you brake really hard. Hopefully you don't have to, but that's what happens. All right, so on page 99, on the side there, you're going to number 1 through 4. So we can play a quick game of guess which one. So if you don't have this book at home, just grab a blank sheet of paper and numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. I will read a sentence with a sound-alike word, and you will write down the sound-alike word that I used in that sentence. You know the drill. Number 1. Did you break this glass vase? Which break did you hear? Did you break this glass vase? Write it down quickly. Okay, which break did you write? B-R-E-A-K, break, in half. It's broken or to take a rest. Very good. Number 2, the brake quickly stopped me. Maybe you were on your bicycle. The brake quickly stopped me. Which brake is that? Write it down. All right, spell it with me. Go. B-R-A-K-E. Show me. When you brake really hard, you stop. Good job. Number 3, Mrs. Jones led the band. Which led did you hear here? Mrs. Jones led the band. Write it down. All right, spell it. L-E-D. Someone was the leader in charge and the others followed, right? Good job. And the last one. Is this metal lead? Which lead is that? Is this metal lead? Spell it with me. L-E-A-D. Right. And that's the metal. And I know it was used in lead to make pencils too. All right, third grade. Great work today. We did a lot. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.